Okay, if you take Werewolves and Wes Craven and combine the two, it should be awesome. It should be like peanut butter and jelly. You know, there's so many things that it should be just absolutely phenomenal. It should be, peanut butter and chocolate. Raisins and chocolate. Bacon and chocolate. There's so many things that it should have just gelled beautifully. However, like the movie Cursed easily tells you, and easily shows, wasn't like peanut butter and jelly. Instead, it was like cheese and fish. This was, nowadays people complain about the PG-13 horror movies and how they're very bland, they're very lame. This is a PG-13 werewolf horror movie. And, I was doing, a little bit of a background to, try to make sure that I'm kind of up to date with some of these movies. And beyond having, the transformations are pretty good. They transform a decent amount. The only problem is the main evil werewolf looks more like a werebear because the proportions are all just way too muscular. This is kind of one of those, see a fortune teller, bad stuff's going to happen. Yeah, sure, fine, whatever, you're lying. Quack. Head out, oh no, we get into a car accident and we hit an animal. Animal, attached to people. They begin to have bizarre werewolf-like behavior, like becoming strong, liking blood, and eating raw bacon. And it's being revealed that, somebody else is the werewolf. And they're like, oh, you're the one who attacked us. No, it wasn't me. Instead, it was a woman that I had a one-night stand with who became a werewolf who's trying to kill every girl I've ever dated because she's psycho like that. Yeah. It's also PG-13, so it's really not overly violent. How can you have a not violent werewolf movie with poor acting and a really bizarre, crappy plot? And here's the weird thing, though. I'm going to read some of the people who are actually in this cast. Christina Ricci. Around this time, she was, fairly big. This is 2005. Shannon Elizabeth. Does that name and all sound familiar? Mia. She was a singer. Portia de Rossi. Again, sounds pretty kind of familiar. Milo, the dude from Heroes. Joshua Jackson, back when he was really popular. Judy Greer. These are people who are actually, when you look at it, there's a pretty decent list of, people who are in this movie. There's a decent list of young actors. And this movie just is horror. Wes Craven, when he's on fire, he's on fire. Werewolves. This got cut from being R to PG-13. This is kind of like one of your first crappy PG-13 horror-esque, well, this time we would call it a Dawson's Creek or a WB. Now it would be a CW grade horror movie. It's... the acting is okay to wooden in most spots. The wolves look pretty good. It's an impressive looking transformation of the wolf. However, some of the proportions are entirely wrong. It's supposed to look like a wolf, not a bear. Can a wolf look bigger and more imposing? Yes. Does it need to look jacked? No. So, that is Cursed. Don't forget, there's also March, Pick My Poison. I do this from memory. I believe I was going with Roddy Piper's They Live, Ted DiBiase Jr. in The Marine 2, Kane and See No Evil, and The Rock in The Game Plan.